It's wow. Hatchbacks were created to solve the issue of having a compact car with enough space for 5 adults and luggage. So that was accomplished by having an engine in the front but mounted transversely instead of longitudinally. That opened up plenty of space in the cabin for all your luggage, all your friends, in a very compact shaped car. Now this has been the hatchback recipe since way back in the days of the Morris Mini. Same recipe, transverse engine in the front, transaxle gearbox taking power right to the front wheels. Everything that's related to moving the car is like in this section, as is the case in this Hyundai i20. So, what happens when you want a little more power, a little more poke in your compact car? You get cars like the GTI and the Golf R, which have the same sort of layout, but now the engine's turned up a bit, the suspension is a little better, and it's a slightly more fun car, but it still lacks that zing that rear-wheel driven cars have. There have been cars in the past, little hatchbacks that were rear-wheel driven. These were cars like the Clio V6 and the old Renault Turbo 2. But those were small volume, really niche cars and not something for the mass market. That is until BMW came with the new 1 Series. So the E87 1 Series was sort of based on the E90 platform. That meant one, you could have a longitudinally mounted engine. Means BMW could put in their huge long straight six engines in the tiny footprint of a 1 Series hatchback. Two, that meant it could be rear-wheel drive. Now, that was a boon for enthusiasts all over the world. The E87 130 was much loved. And then came the model refresh where BMW moved to the F30 platform. Again, the 1 Series was updated as well, but now the N55 engine was available. BMW didn't hesitate to put that in the 1 Series as well, and you got the M135. 235 kilowatts in a really tiny hatchback, made for a lot of fun. When that model was updated, the facelift that we have here, the F20 M140. Now with the B58 engine, BMW facelifted the F20 1 Series, and now we got the M140. M140 with the B58 3-liter straight 6 twin-scroll turbocharged engine. This engine can be found in the Supra, but now it's in this really small hatchback. Like I said, it is amazing fun. Now instead of 235 kilowatts, you have 250 kilowatts, which is what BMW quotes. But in reality, a lot of guys have dynoed these and found more like 257 kilowatts to the rear wheels. Now that's a huge amount. Usually companies would quote engine power from directly on the engine, but getting that kind of amount at the wheels is mind-blowing. This car is insanely fun, and it really is the last of a very rare breed. Like I said, there have been very few rear-wheel driven hatchbacks, let alone mass-produced rear-wheel drive hatchbacks at that. And BMW made thousands upon thousands of these, and they're really well loved by enthusiasts around the world. And now that BMW has moved to the typical transverse mounted front wheel drive platform in the new M135, a lot of M140 owners are now hanging on tighter to their cars because it is such a special car. Having this amount of power with this kind of layout, it's really incredible. I had a run in it. It's an absolute blast. There are actually no rear-wheel driven hatchbacks on the market today. This really should be cherished and taken for a lot more than it just is.
Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check, no drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check, no drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell 'em run it up. 9 out of 10 hand roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up.